There are tons of red lines under a lot of misspelled words. I know punctuation is all over the place. So I'm watching this movie. It's called Learn to Swim. And it's hitting all the beats that I want in my romance film. So I try not to be one of those folks who are just so wrapped up in the things from their childhood and not able to accept the newer inventions and creations and art and whatnot. But there is a very special place in my heart for movies like Love Jones. That is that gritty 90s love story with some bumps in the road. But this movie, I actually just stumbled upon it, and it is kind of hitting all those beats for me. Now, I did just start it, so I can't speak to how great of a film it is, but it looks amazing. Like, it is, how many minutes? I'm probably about 6 minutes in right now, and I am loving it. So, like, if you're into that 90s jazz, spoken word, sultry, gritty-ish, check it out. Now, I think that's probably what I'll be doing tonight. So with this night, right, my intention is to go through the my work in progress, the Project 𝘾𝙤𝙦, and get to a conclusion, get to the end, get the words on the page, because I am so close to finishing. So I think I'll have this playing in the background. I'm actually a little nervous about having it play because I don't want anything spoiled for me. I want to just enjoy it. But that's the plan for tonight. So I'm going to go through my note cards, maybe read a few chapters before where I left off, and then see what's what. I'm not really even paying attention to word count. I could care less about word count at this point because we are at the end of this first draft. I just want to get this done. But that's where we are. So we're gonna see how far we get in this night, right? All right.
Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, fake game, staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need that energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. When the truth don't work, you start telling lies. Thought you were down to ride, you weren't down to ride. Caught switching, you were picking sides. Don't blink, caught slipping like a slip and slide. I was shooting dice till I got a nosebleed. Money on the floor, can't get cold.
So I've only been at this for a little while now, and I'm starting to get frustrated, for lack of a better term. I am going through this last section because, again, remember, this story is told in days, not separated by chapters. And I'm on the last day, the 22nd, the note card that was affected by the water damage. And I am running into an issue that I think I can hold off on. But one of the three main characters, I'm questioning the direction that I took her in this section. Now, the caveat is that it begins and ends like it's supposed to. Like where that character and those involved ended up is where they were supposed to be. No matter if I keep it how it is now, if I go off of the outline, or if I change it, they still end up where they need to be. But I'm questioning if this particular conflict is right. And so what I'm going to do is just highlight it in like yellow or orange or something, just to remind myself to go back to it, because I want to get this done. But I think this might bother me. But I'm not going to let that stand in the way. So I'm going to finish reading over this last portion and then dive right into the writing, and then shout out to past me in the past or whatever, because I have the entirety of the next 3 or 4 days in the book already mapped out. Like, they're already on this sticky note, headings, situations, how it ties into earlier parts of the book and whatnot. So kudos to me for that. So we're going to get back to it, but y'all send me some good vibes. So I fell asleep last night, like literally fell asleep while writing. And now I am trying to get to this appointment for a haircut. Yeah, that's that.
Took an L, should've put it in the offering. Lord, forgive me for my sins, don't know of me. Scary thoughts, I got scary thoughts. Lost control, now I'm taking charge. Breaking bills, friends breaking off. You could be the youngest, I'm the dawn. Kiss the ring, nah. In the scene like GOT. Stay awake, don't sleep.
So it is 𝘾𝙤𝙡𝙚𝙢𝙖𝙮 time. I am heading to the theater. Now, I am not the biggest Ant-Man fan. I don't think I've ever been accused of that. But I like him. I like Paul Rudd. I like Ant-Man, the character. Like, he's no issue with me. And this movie has been one of my must-sees for, since I knew that Jonathan Majors was going to be a part of it. And that is purely what is getting me into the theater today. So that being said, let's go see 𝘾𝙤𝙡𝙚𝙢𝙖𝙮.
In the scene like GOT. Stay awake, don't sleep. Like Jon Snow, get RIP. Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need bad energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. Just me, myself, and I, my favorite threesome. The cars I drive by, I never lease them.
Virgil Hawkins, aka Static Shock from the Static Shock series. I love that character so much because he was literally me, right? Growing up in the hood, trying to do the right thing, and that was what inspired me to do the right thing in the first place. And just seeing that character coming from what he came from and trying to overcome it is something that I needed to see, and I didn't know I needed to see it until I got older.
It's gonna come up. The list of roles that he has played is actually quite short, but oh my goodness, it's so regal. Thurgood Marshall, Jackie Robinson, T'Challa. Who else was gonna play Black Panther? Of course, it was gonna be Chadwick Boseman.
So they got me in here taking an exam. This is the same thing that happened when I came to see Doctor Strange. And I don't know, man. I'm excited as hell. I don't know what I'm in for. I keep seeing mixed reviews. But me, I'm here to see Kang, so I could care less. It's early morning, like extremely early, and I am getting back to the project. What started off as a possible night write has turned into a weekend thing. I am dog tired, but I am also dog determined to get this done. So yeah, okay, so it is about maybe an hour. I don't even know when I last updated this vlog, the timestamp, but I'm back. I'm back, y'all, I'm back. So I mentioned in the previous vlog about, writing being something like going to the gym. When I'm going, I'm good, I'm in there, I'm knocking it out. But when I take a break or step away, it gets harder to get back into it. And as much as I love this story has, it was even hard to get back into this. And I felt myself making excuses. I felt myself going through the outline and focusing on that. I felt myself going to my playlist, trying to find the right song so I can have it playing when I get started. I felt myself fixating on that one note card that I mentioned had water damage. Like all of these things that does not contribute to writing. And I made the decision to like just write. And I know a lot of times we can write and not be happy with our writing. And of course, this is the first draft, and I understand, but for me, I have to keep reminding myself it's the first draft. It's going to look like crap because there's even things in here that have been changed. So I've been writing for a little minute. I have about 1,500 words down, and I'm going off an outline. But in the midst of writing, I decided to make some changes, and so the changes will either show up later on, the original idea, or it won't be in there at all. But either way, it's fine. Like the story still plays out the way it's supposed to, with or without that scene, or even if those scenes come later. And this is morphed into something a little different, slightly different from the outline, but what I come up with now is actually taking the place of the other one or two things that could have been in the outline. Okay, so I'm probably making no sense, but all in all, what I'm saying is that I feel like I'm back. All the excuses that I made, I threw them away. There are tons of red lines under a lot of misspelled words. I know punctuation is all over the place, but at this point, I just need to get it out. I just need to get it done. So I do not care. And once I kind of reminded myself of that, I was all good. So I'm back, y'all. This is a mild, quick little update, but I'm about to jump right back into this story and see if I can't at least get to the end or make a dent in this thing before having to actually get up for the day, because it is like 5:30 in the morning and I'm tired. But I'm back. So my computer started doing something. I don't know. It's restarting now. Thankfully, I saved at every step of the process. It's something that I've always done, usually. But there was a time, for all of you who follow me on TikTok, where I lost substantial words in a draft. I think that's podcast episode 7, the lost draft. I'll link it up here, but ain't gonna get me. So I did save. I'm gonna take this as a nice break off point to kind of chill and get back to this a little bit later. Give my computer, myself time to recharge, take me a little nap, and then get back up and finish. So happy writing, y'all. Okay, maybe I won't be returning in a few.